World's Top 10 Masterpiece Anime Till Now. Recommend your friends or peers to watch these masterpieces and they would surely walk away with newfound respect for anime. Anime has a huge fan base worldwide, and the best way to spend your free time is by watching anime. It is not just for kids but for adults as well. With over 9,000 episodes and 30 years of history, it's no longer considered just a cartoon. Anime is for everyone, including for you. It's not just about young kids, but it's a whole new world, a new culture. If you don't get enough from the action and comedy parts, anime also has its own style of storytelling, themes, and music. And they are unique in every way. So on today's video, we will talk about some masterpiece anime till now. Okay, let's begin. Starting off with our number 10, Steins Gate. The eccentric math scientist Okabe, his childhood friend Yuri, and the otaku hacker Daru have banded together to form the Future Gadget Research Laboratory and spend their days in a ramshackle laboratory, hanging out and occasionally attempting to invent incredible yet general useless futuristic gadgets. However, their claymore is a hydrator and their hair dryer flips breakers. And the only invention that's even remotely interesting is their phone microwave, which transforms bananas into oozing green gel. But when an experiment goes awry, the gang discovers that the phone microwave can also send text messages to the past. And what's more, the words they send can affect the flow of time and have unforeseen, far-reaching consequences. The plot of Steins Gate is well thought out, creative, and captivating. The themes are deep and the choices complex and sometimes painful. The characters are entertaining and fascinating. The sound and animation suit the anime well and make it more amazing. If you relish the idea of a gripping and thought-provoking anime, set against a mysterious and ominous backdrop and spiced with humor and emotional moments, you could not go wrong in watching Steins Gate. Number 9. Mob Psycho 100. Mob is an anime series by Bone Studio that is on good track this year after some successful animes such as My Hero Academia. One is the mangaka behind Mob's manga, and the same from One Punch Man. Kageyama Shigeo, aka Mob, is a boy who has trouble expressing himself, but who happens to be a powerful esper. Mob is determined to live a normal life and keeps his esp suppressed. But when his emotions surge to a level of 100%, something terrible happens to him, as he is surrounded by false espers, evil spirits, and mysterious organizations. What will Mob think? What choices will he make? This show was pretty entertaining. You have a teenager trying to find a place socially in life that also has OP psychic powers, but he doesn't deal with it like the regular shounen MC with their "I have got to face my fears, level up my power, and fight my enemies to protect my friends away." Number 8. Haikyuu. Shoyo Hinata isn't a large guy, but he's got huge ambitions. Ever since seeing a small player score in a national championship, he's been determined to become the next big thing in high school volleyball. Unfortunately, the one time he was able to pull enough players together to form a team in junior high, they were completely trashed in their first and only match against a team led by up-and-coming setter Tobio Kageyama. Now, enrolled at the same high school where his idol once played, Shoyo's finally going to get his shot to join and play with the top team. There is just one problem. Tobio Kageyama's decided to attend the same school, and he is already considered one of the best players in the game. Can a kid out of nowhere hold his own against the king of the court? Or could the rivalry and competition actually be best thing for both of them? Number 7. Yuri on Ice. This one's for you girls out there. Yuri Katsuki carried the hope of all Japan on his shoulders in the figure skating Grand Prix, but suffered a crushing defeat in the finals. He returned to his hometown in Kyushu and hid away in his family's home, half wanting to continue skating and half wanting to retire. That was when the 5-time consecutive world champion Viktor Nikiforov suddenly showed up with his teammate Yuri, a young skater starting to surpass his seniors. And so the two, Yuris and the Russian champion Viktor, set out to compete in a Grand Prix like none the world has ever seen. Absolutely admire the animation as well. The fluidity of the characters on ice is mesmerizing, with the addition of beautiful music that is chosen for their programs. There is great detail in the scenes, with the background of Hasetsu and the movements of the characters, like the ballet poses of Minako. The color schemes of the costumes and the overall environment is also nicely done. Number 6. My Hero Academia. This is something which is filling the void of Naruto. A good story, art style, and better background music. No more ecchi or fan service, which is good so that a bigger audience can enjoy it. Ijuku has dreamt of being a hero all his life. A lofty goal for anyone, but especially challenging for a kid with no superpowers. That's right. In a world where 80% of the population has some kind of superpowered quirk, Ijuku was unlucky enough to be born completely normal. But that's not going to stop him from enrolling in one of the world's most prestigious hero academies. Now, the only thing standing between him and his first class is the academy's formidable entrance exam. Nothing a little private tutoring from the world's mightiest hero can solve. The characters are so likable and the story is fun. I am definitely going to be continuing with this show. I would recommend it to anyone who likes fun action scenes and good characters. Moving on to number 5. VINLAND Saga. The anime that truly speaks the seinen language. Life brings us hardships and decisions to make. It is unfair, it is hard, it is cruel, and this anime shows this. You can relate to the hardships many of the characters go through. It isn't sugar-coated like many shounen anime, it is the real deal. It strikes realism when it has to without question, and that makes it stand out. It very much reminds of Berserk, how you have to go through hardships and there will be nothing to it. It is just part of life. You won't get rewarded for going through them. You just move forward. The story at the end was mind-blowing. Animation is where it needs to be in important parts, which I really like. Use your resources where you need to. Sound, voice acting really gives off emotion. Characters are the real deal. I can see them being portrayed as they should be, where they act the way their backstory has made them. No simple situation changes their worldviews as it goes against what their life gave them. It's the best seinen anime I have seen, coming from a person who has seen Monster, Mushishi into Abbeys. It is real as like life is, no dreamy anime with goals achieved after hard work. Life isn't like that always, and so does this anime shows it. Number 4. Jujutsu Kaisen. I will keep this short and sweet. This anime was pretty fun to watch. It's really funny. I like this kind of humor. There were also few sadder events which made the anime more diverse. The characters are really interesting and they all have some backstory which I always like when they present them in anime. Every character has something I could find to like about them. There are quite a few fighting scenes and they are so good, so smooth, so badass. And the animation is one of the best ones that I have seen. The colors, the art style, the whole concept of anime style is really admirable. And the ending was pretty likable as well. I enjoyed the ride this anime took me on. Would definitely recommend it if you like supernatural, action, fighting with humor type of anime. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the best anime I would ever watch. No bullshit. Number 3. Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is such an amazing anime. The warmth of the colors, the line weight, and amazing characters really seal the deal for me. This anime would be really good for people wanting to get into anime. I don't know, but all my friends who don't watch anime kind of follow the stereotype of the classic magic girl anime, but this is literally anything but that. I have got some of my friends to watch it on Netflix and they have loved it. I'm super excited to see the story unfold. All in all, it's a pretty good anime that could go down as a classic. Over a century ago, mankind was devoured by giant beings of unknown intelligence and origin known as Titans, creatures that eat human lives indiscriminately and for no apparent reason. The remaining population has managed to survive the last 100 years only by building a multi-walled city, capable of keeping the Titans at bay, training military recruits to patrol the perimeter and gather intelligence about their mysterious foe. Eren and Mikasa have lived a relatively peaceful life behind the city's wall, but when a massive Titan appears, smashing the outer barrier and unleashing a wave of terror, their lives are brutally changed forever. Number 2. Death Note. Have you ever felt like the world would be a better place if certain people weren't around? Such grim daydreams might occur when watching the dismal daily news, but on one fateful day, Light Yagami finds that these daydreams can become reality. By pure happenstance, he comes across a black notebook entitled Death Note, whose text states that whoever's name is written on its pages will die. With the aid of the death god Ryuk, Light takes it upon himself to rid the world of its corruption, ushering in a new era of purity one death at a time. But as Ryuk foretells, Light's action will not go unchallenged. When it comes to Death Note, the masses have spoken. It's a groundbreaking, gripping tale of deceit and intrigue that will keep you at the edge of your seat from start to the end. With one of the highest average ratings and a level of hype that treats dangerously close to that of Naruto, Death Note has been deemed a must-see, a triumph, and a series that no anime fan should be without. And finally, number 1. Naruto Shippuden. 2.5 years have passed since the end of Naruto's all adventures. He has trained hard with Jiraiya-sama and has returned to Konoha to reunite with his friends. But Akatsuki, the organization that threatened Naruto years before, is on the move again, and this time Naruto is not only one in danger. With the powerful Akatsuki organization looming ahead of him, Sasuke is still missing, and the struggle with the beast hidden inside him a continuous battle, will Naruto's hard-earned improvements be enough? Join Naruto, Sakura, new friends and the rest of the old gang as the action heats up with new techniques and stronger enemies. Well, that's it for today, people. I hope you enjoyed the video and our list. Also, I will be making part 2 on these topics cause I can't add all on top 10s cause there are more. So, wait for part 2. If you did for real, make sure you slap that like button and get that like button go to blue. Also feel free to head to the comment section and let us know your thoughts about this video too. And as for now, I will catch you later. See ya!